Hello all you beautiful people, how you doing today? This is Lava Temptress and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. Hi! So today we're going to be going over a Humble bundle that just came out, and this one is a books bundle called DIY Home and Hobby by Wiley. And this one is actually pretty cool. It is a whole bunch of For Dummies books on, well, all kinds of stuff. So this one, I do have a very big discrepancy, and that is, it says it's $519 worth of awesome stuff, but if you've seen my things before, I break them down as far as how much each book is worth, how much each tier is worth, and my amount was actually very different from that. Very much lower than that. I still think it's a great deal. But I always try to be upfront with you, even though I am a humble partner. I still, yeah, I don't know where they got that number from. I double checked it twice. I don't know where it came from. So let's just get started. First of all, if you are new to Humble Bundle, here is how it works. First of all, you can click here to get the bundle if you know what you want, or down below after we take a look at what's in all the different tiers. Also, you can check out the other bundles by clicking on the bundles tab right there, and what the monthly choice is, because every month is different. And the March one, in my opinion, is definitely worth it because of two of the games that are on there. But you can check that out, and yeah. I try to do a bundle for each of the videos. Once in a while I get very far behind and I'm not able to, but I've got there, so you should have a bundle for all of them. All right, so because this is a books bundle, they're typically DRM free on Humble, and what that means is that you can have them on all your different devices, including all at the same time, which makes it really awesome. So you can have it on your phones, your tablets, your computers, laptop, desktop, that doesn't matter. All the different devices all at the same time, so you can continue reading your book. Now, unless you have it in an app, it's not going to save your spot, but you can still read it on all the different devices. So it makes it very handy. Now, the multi-format is where it comes in handy. So today we have PDF, Mobi, and EPUB files, which means if you are using a certain app like Nook, Kindle, gosh, there's so many different ones out there, but those are the most popular. If you're using an app like that, they require a certain file type. And if you use that file type versus PDF, it actually enhances the reading experience and it saves where you're at in your device if you keep reading it on the app. But yeah. All right, so it'll always tell you how much time is left here. The button here is a reminder button. If you click that, it'll turn yellow, and what'll happen is it'll send you an email to whatever email you have on your Humble account, and it'll remind you before the bundle is over, because a lot of times, I don't know about you, but I forget to purchase it sometimes when I'm on it, and then later I think I've already purchased it when I haven't, so that comes in quite a bit handy. All right, the other thing you should know if you are new is there are different tiers to a bundle. So when you start to scroll down, you'll see up here. So today we have the $1 tier, which Humble always starts off with, the $1 tier, and then we have the $10 tier. Well, what does that mean? That means if you purchase the $10 tier, you will get everything in that tier plus everything above it. So in that case, also the $1 tier. And our top tier today is $18, and if you purchase the $18 tier, that means you would get everything on the page. All right, well, here we go. Let's start off. First of all, we have our $1 tier, and we have several books on here. So first of all, we have Home Winemaking for Dummies. You can click here to view a PDF preview. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not so great. I mean, they don't always pick the best things to put in the PDF previews, but you know, it's there. Plus, you can also read right here a little bit more on what the book's about. However, I think most of these are pretty self-explanatory for the most part. But you can also click here if it goes into a handprint like that, a little pointer finger, then that means it is a link. This is actually how I figured out all the different prices for you today, and usually if they're available. Sometimes I have to search for them though. All right, so Home Winemaking for Dummies, I'll get it out. That one is $15, and of course these are all ebook prices because you can also get print versions, but these are the ebook prices. which is maybe where the figure went all wrong. I don't know. All right, next we have Hobby Farming for Dummies. And this one is normally $12. And of course, these ones to purchase, it's all on Wiley. If you click here, it gives you an ebook version or the printed version. Cooking Basics for Dummies. This one is normally $14. Woodworking for Dummies, and that one is normally $13. How to Fix Everything for Dummies. Everything, really? Everything? Just saying, How to Fix Everything for Dummies, it is normally $12. I love how they name them everything. Like, really? Everything. Just saying. I don't agree with that, but okay. Then we have Bike Repair and Maintenance, and that one is also normally $12 for the ebook, which brings our grand total for Tier 1 to $78 is what you would normally pay for all these ebooks. I mean, hello. Even if you want to buy the dollar tier, look at all the value you get out of it. It's pretty awesome. Next, we have the $10 tier. So first of all, we have Home Brewing for Dummies. It is the second edition, and it is normally $12. Next, we have Electronic Projects for Dummies, and that one is normally $19. And let's see, does this one say Science Fair has to end? Okay. 10 cool electronic projects, including Chapter 8, Surfing the Radio Waves, How to Make Your Own Radio, Chapter 9, Scary Pumpkins, Crazy Halloween Decorations. They have sound, light, and movement. Chapter 12, Hitting Pay Dirt with an Electronic Metal Detector, a project that can pay for itself. So you discover how to handle electronic components safely, read a circuit diagram, troubleshoot circuits with a multimeter, build light-activated gadgets, set up a motion detector, and transform electromagnetic waves into sound. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that is normally $19. Then we have Workouts for Dummies. Okay, this one is a little bit different because they do not have an ebook. So for the printed version, it's $21.99. So I used that as the reference price. Raising Goats for Dummies, and that one is normally $12. Motorcycling for Dummies is normally $13. Pairing Food and Wine for Dummies, and that one is normally $14. Home Decorating for Dummies, and that one is normally $12. And 30-minute Meals for Dummies, and that one is normally $12.99. And this one does not have a link, so I just used one of the other ones, searched for it, and found it that way. I would hope this would give out a list, but it doesn't. It just says over 100 recipes for salad, soups, entrees, side dishes, and desserts that can be made as part of a meal that take a total of 30 minutes or less to prepare, which is always pretty awesome and something you should definitely have on hand. All right, so that brings our grand total so far for Tier 1 and 2 to $194.98, which again, you're getting all that for $10. And even if you wanted, say, one of these books that's normally even $12, you would normally pay that for one of these, so why not pay $10 and get all of them? You never know when you're going to need something, right? Or when a friend might need it. All right, last we have the $18 tier, which also means you will get all the books we've already talked about, plus all the ones in this bundle. All right, so we have Wilderness Survival for Dummies, and this just has use survival techniques to stay alive on land or at sea, understand basic navigation, find enough water and food, and signal for help and get rescues, along with other stuff. But that's the kind of thing you can expect to find in there. That one is normally $12. This one, I'm going to have to say this is probably one of my favorites in this whole thing, because I think this is important for everybody to know, whether you're looking at starting a business or thinking about one in the future or know somebody that does. So Starting a Business All-in-One for Dummies. This book is normally $21. So the whole bundle is $18. Even if you wanted just this one book, it's definitely worth it. It is a second edition. So it's inside you'll find the most important practical advice you need to start any type of business from the ground up. distilled from 10 best-selling For Dummies business titles. So it covering all startup business phases through the first year of operation. I mean, that's important stuff. If you're even thinking about starting your own business, this is definitely a book you're going to want to read. I highly recommend it. And again, that's normally $21. So even if you wanted that book, purchasing the whole bundle is worth it. But then we also have Bartending for Dummies, which I would love to do that. Hello, yes, please. That is normally $11. Fermenting for Dummies, that is normally $14. Knitting for Dummies. I know how to crochet right and left, but I've never tried knitting, so I actually would be interested in that. And that one is normally $15. Sorry, don't know what that was. And then we have Urban Gardening for Dummies. This one is normally $13. Urban gardening, like what? So this is like if you're working with tight spaces. Let's see. Square foot gardening and vertical and layering gardening. Guidance on working with container gardening. Succession gardening and companion gardening. Offers guidance on pest management, irrigation, and rain barrels, and small space composting. So pretty important stuff if you want to start a garden with small spaces. And again, that one is normally $13. Then we have Decluttering for Dummies. Obviously that should be pretty popular right now, considering the other book that came out. And this one is normally $13. Then we have Home Maintenance for Dummies. Whether you're a renter or you own your house, this is obviously something very important to have. And this one is normally $13. And then Auto Repair for Dummies. Again, another one very important to have because you never know if you need it in a pinch. Doesn't matter if, you're not very good at auto repair, you're not very good at home repair. Those two you should definitely have on your arsenal in case you ever need them. And the Auto Repair for Dummies is normally $14, which brings our grand total to $320.98. And that's compared to what Humble Bundle valued it at $519. Again, I have no clue how they came at $519. I added all of this up and I double checked everything. I don't know where they got their figure from, but I'll always be honest with you guys. I still think it's a really awesome deal. You're paying $18 for $320.98 worth of books. That some of these are very important, and some of them you never know when you're going to want to start a new hobby or something. As always, Humble supports a charity. This one is Maker Ed, which a lot of the educational books are. All right, but here's where you're going to purchase. If you click that button up above the green one, it'll actually bring you down here to purchase. So you have the different tiers here. Sometimes the dollar tier disappears. If it does, or if you want to pay a different amount, so if you want more to go to charity, the developer, whatever, click the custom amount. So for instance, we'll put the $1 in. Anytime you purchase anything other than the top tier, it does bring up these warnings. All it's saying is, unless you pay this amount more, you're not going to get this tier bundle. That's really all it's saying. If you're happy with whatever tier you're purchasing, don't worry about it. The add to cart is actually for Humble Choice, the monthly subscription. I do think there are some really great games in the Humble Choice, but not every single month. I always keep it because I think it's worth it, but not everybody does. So, but that's if you want to add that, if you're not already a subscriber. And here's where you're actually going to go to purchase. So if you want to give it as a gift, don't forget to click that, and you'll put their email in here. And then you can click it and make it anonymous if you want to, which is kind of fun. But you're going to pay with card, PayPal, Amazon, or Alipay. And that is it. That's how you purchase. It's really easy. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. I will help out any way I can. I am a Humble partner, so I will have my affiliate link down below if you use that. I do make a little bit, but it doesn't cost you anything. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. If not, go straight to humblebundle.com and you can click on the bundles, purchase any of them from there. All right. Thank you very much. Until next time, this is Lava Temptress. Don't get burned. Bye.